Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This one is about Liquid Experience in modded Minecraft 1.7.10. As we all know, we use Experience in vanilla to enchant and use an anvil to repair stuff. But in modded we use it for so much more. We have two standard variations of Liquid Experience. You have the LiquidXP from OpenBlocks, and we also have the Mob Essence from Minefactory Reloaded. LiquidXP was originally a mod of itself, but is currently mostly used as a part of OpenBlocks, and the API has been tweaked so that it is very easy for other mods to use, and so they do. For example, when we talk about the LiquidXP, we can store it in basically any tank. We can do with the mob essence as well, because we have a nice liquid. If we take a creeper will drop 5 XP from vanilla, and then the XP drain will pick up those orbs that it drops and convert it to a liquid and place that in the tank. So kill the creeper, 5 experience gets drained into the tank, which is now storing 100 millibuckets of liquid XP. If we do the same thing with a vacuum hopper, as you can see I've done it a few times, it always drops the amount of experience that is equal to 5 vanilla or 100 millibuckets of liquid XP. So that's the ratio we have for vanilla XP to liquid XP from OpenBlocks. That's 20 liquid XP per vanilla XP. Don't have to remember that, because I don't. So we have the grinder from Minefactory Reloaded. This is one of the ways you can generate mob essence. For example, if we place a creeper down here and let the grinder kill it, that should yield 332 mob essence. If we do the same thing with a sewer, that is more like the XP drain, but in one block with its own internal tank, we can place the creeper in here and kill it. That will also yield 332 mob essence. So those are the 4 most easily used ways to generate the 2 types of liquids. If we go out here, we have then a way to store liquid XP. Ender.io is a mod that has gotten way more popular in 1.7, and it's now one of the standard tech mods in most tech-based packs. It has this block that is the experience obelisk, which you can use to store your levels or retrieve your levels, which is mighty useful. It can also be used with any type of tank. For example, if we take one of you, we can then either just place a bucket of liquid XP in here, use a wrench. I don't have a wrench. That was very unplanned by me. So, and pipe it in to this one. It will now store 2 levels. You can also use the interface here to, for example, push. So we now push the experience out into this tank, or we can, if we have a tank adjacent, we can pull the experience in. We now have almost 3 levels again, and then we can also push upwards, and that will give us 1000 millibuckets of liquid XP. Good way to store it. The liquid XP, it's my personal favorite to store because it's easier to handle than the mob essence, mainly because of this single block, the experience obelisk. But if you then want the experience back into orbs from vanilla, you can, for example, place it in a tank and use the XP shower. That will drop them as orbs continuously unless you give it a redstone signal. Drop it onto another drain and you get your liquid XP again. However, if you drop it on for example, a sewer, you will get mob essence, which you can use in Minefactory Reloaded to spawn mobs, automatically enchant, or any of things like that. You can also do the same with OpenBlocks auto enchanter and auto anvil, which is very nice. If we look over here, we have different ways of making the mob essence turn back into orbs as well. So if we want to turn mob essence into liquid XP, we can use the drain and drop the vanilla orbs on that again. For example, if we take a glass bottle and exactly 1 bucket of mob essence, that will turn into 1 bottle of enchanting. The downside to the bottle of enchanting is that it yields 3 to 11 vanilla XP, and if you don't get 11 you will lose. At 10 or 11 I think it was. If you get 11 vanilla XP you will win on this one, because a creeper dropped 5. So no, you'll still always lose. I have done calculations incorrectly. But then if you want it to become mob essence again, you can throw them down here. Just down at the sewer, and that will be picked up again. So 466 essence we got this time for our 1 bucket. So that's a real terrible turnout. That's 46%, almost 47. And we can do the same thing like that, and it will be picked up in this one. We've got 160 millibuckets of liquid XP. They are not exchangeable one-to-one when you convert them, because you get 3.32 millibuckets more essence per liquid XP. But if we take that 160 and multiply that by 3.32, it will not be a bucket still. So using mob essence and moving things back and forth and converting them, you get more loss usually than you get with liquid XP. Because liquid XP, there is no loss whenever you move it around as experience orbs. You can also do it another way. If you take a essence bucket and you take a straw, and you want to have the XP on your person for maybe some vanilla enchanting, you can drink this. You can drink many other liquids, and the straw needs several videos on its own because it's an amazing tool from Mindfactory Reloaded. The crafting recipe is really just plastic. So the mob essence can also be drunken by the autonomous activator. For example, if we do first slot only, place this here, it will drink that and drop it as orbs onto our collector of choice. This time we use a sewer, and that will generate 800 millibuckets of essence this time. That's way more efficient than the bottle slow enchanting, but it's still a loss of 20%. That's not something we like. But as I said, the conversion rate is 3.32. If you ever care about it, if you ever want to check it out again, just kill a few vanilla mobs. Creepers drop 5 vanilla XP, and then do the calculations. It's a good math training as well. So I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching this episode. Hej då!